the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sun Devils offense takes the field for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away, they did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So Nebraska's offense will get the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, it's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team, is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat across the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. From midfield, looking for room. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Utah State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Logan. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. To the air on first down. Got his man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line, is doing their job.
Throws to the wideout. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Arizona State.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
29 Philly. 2.
Looking downfield very late in the half. It's on target and complete. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, we cannot.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Huskers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch right at the 50. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Sweet cut there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot at blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Power football with the run. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Arizona State! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run it from the gun. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long.
At the 37. Brings up 2nd down.
Now they'll run the draw. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Cornhuskers in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The sure hands, it's best. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to buy time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! He'll try to tack on one more. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection and so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
The kick is on its way. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think at this point in the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last 3rd down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on 4th down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Cricket.
Trying to slam in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Is now 3rd and goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.